Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Fahmi and I will be presenting from my FYP titled Topic Modeling for Science and Technology News using Latent Directed Allocation, also known as LDA. My supervisor is Dr. Wahila Maskat, and today I will be covering the introduction, the literature review and research methodology of this FYP. In terms of introduction, I'll be going through the background of the study, problem statement, research questions, research objectives, research scopes, and research significance. And in the next chapter, I'll be going through the mind maps, the table overview, and the summary of the literature review, and lastly, the research methodology of this FYP. So first, I would like to state the problem statement. The science and technology field is an advancing domain. Hundreds of thousands of news are being published globally by different media outlets, and the data that are being stored are increasing exponentially. So extracting information from this data are becoming more and more important. So doing so with traditional approaches with the number of news available today are next to impossible. So here are the research questions and research objectives. The first research question is what is the optimal number of topics for the popular science data set? Second, what is the most popular topic in science and technology news? And third, how can the resulting topics be visualized? To answer these research questions, I have also listed 3 research objectives, which is to determine the optimal number of topics for the popular science data set. Second, to find out the most popular topic in science and technology news. And lastly, to visualize the resulting topics using an interactive web-based dashboard. So here are the scopes of this study. First, this study will only be covering English written news. Second, the news will be dating back from January 2012 up until June 2022. And lastly, the study will also only be covering popular science publications that are published in their website. So here are some of the significances of this study. Businesses can benefit in terms of quickly identifying trends and themes in science and technology news, and researchers and technology enthusiasts can also discover and expand their knowledge domain. So moving on to the next chapter, which is the literature review. Here is the mind map of the literature review, where I have identified related articles in terms of the domain and techniques. In terms of domain, I've found related articles in terms of topic modeling and science and technology news. I have also found related articles in terms of techniques that have used LDA or alternatives to LDA in their study. So here is the table of comparison for related topic modeling articles. This table takes into account the domain or objectives of the article, the method that are being used, dataset result, and the conclusion that are gained from the literature review of the article. So as an example, the first article of Wang and Magoni in 2020 tackles on the domain of text analysis of how pandemic spread in news, that they utilize a topic modeling technique of LDA on a scraped articles and comments from South China Morning Post, dating from January 2020 up until May 19, 2020. So the resulting model evaluated and obtained a coherence value of 0.477 on 7 number of topics, which is also the optimal model. Here are some of the other related works that are covered in the project report that I will not go through in this presentation. So here are some of the summary that can be gained from this literature review. LDA is the most common topic modeling techniques. LDA is used in each of the article in one way or another. Sometimes as a main model, or another time as a main model of comparison with other techniques. In terms of evaluation, there are a variety of evaluation metrics that are being used. As we can see in the second literature, they have used 3 different kinds of topic coherence evaluation metrics, and coherence value are being used in 6 out of 7 articles, and perplexity is also the next common evaluation metrics in terms of topic modeling articles. And the third summary that can be found is that the LDAVs is a common visualization techniques that are found in most topic modeling articles. They are very useful to visualize the topic models. And moving on to the research methodology of this FYP. So the first phase will be the preliminary studies, where I will be meeting with the supervisor for discussion and guidance, and to also discover problem and domains of the problem. The result of these activities will be the title of the project, the problem statement, research questions, research objectives, and the research significance. Second phase will be the knowledge acquisition, where I will be investigating related research articles in terms of domain and methods. This is where I will output the literature review and related works. Uh, After that, after knowledge acquisition, I will move on to data collection, where I will retrieve collection of news article from the popular science dataset. As you can see here, this is the popular science website homepage, and these are collection of text and the corresponding URLs of the text. After that, I will be also doing data pre-processing in terms of removing null values, tokenization, stop words, and unique characters removal, lemmatization, lower casing. And here I will gain an output of clean dataset with tokens of each word from news. After that, I will also be doing modeling. Here I will develop an LDA topic model to identify the topics from science and technology news articles. And here I will also tune the parameters to obtain an optimal model. After that, I will also identify the most popular topics in science and technology news using the optimal model. After that, after modeling, I will also be doing the evaluation of the model. Here I will be employing a quantitative evaluation method of the topics, and to discover the distribution of topics, I will be applying the TSNA visualization method on a two-dimensional map. And the two last phases will be the dashboard development and documentation. In dashboard development, I will be visualizing the topics in a dashboard environment in a web-based dashboard. And lastly, the documentation will be done in the format of a final year project report. Here are the references of my presentation and FYP, and here is the Gantt chart. That is all from me. Thank you.